Social Networking, Part 4, hosted by the Work Life Resource Administrator at St. Margaret Mary. Email address, phone number are always active. You're probably watching this video on YouTube channel. As usual, network meetings are free, open to the public, no charge, second Tuesday of every month. Feel free to drop an email or look at what the topics are going to be covered. For social networking, many different facets have been covered. This particular video is going to focus on how to find information about companies and how to find jobs using LinkedIn, and that'll be the focus of this video. Previous topics can be found on the YouTube channel that was just identified. Future videos will be posted there as well. One of the areas to focus on is how do I find jobs? They may not be just posted in the job section. There's a couple other tricky areas to look at that you need to be aware of. First one is networking updates. Recruiters are updating their network updates so that they pop up to the list of all the people in their contact list. It's a no-charge way for them to get noticed. They may have a link to where more information is found on the job title, but it's important that you scan the network update and the profile update to find out exactly what these people are looking for, and it may be an area that leads you to the job listing section or job posting section and to get more information from there. But it's all four areas you can find jobs. Another area to look is if you have the right keywords in your search, recruiters will find you. Just as you're having a hard time finding job openings, recruiters are having a hard time finding the right candidates to fill those positions. If you have the right keywords, job recruiters will contact you based on the keywords they found. They will send fairly detailed descriptions of the jobs, what's required, and it gets you a very good quality lead to apply for. Great area to find jobs is by looking in groups. This particular group is SSL, Solid State Lighting. If you check on the jobs section of that group, very high quality senior level positions, high paying positions, in this case sales positions, engineering positions, and various positions in LED lighting. Great area to find job openings through the groups. Make sure you look for like-minded groups. The previous one was a little more specific. Solid State Lighting, lighting systems manufacturers, is more generic. It does include some solid state lighting, but also other types of lighting. So it's not a bad idea to join multiple groups in an area that you are interested in. In this particular case, the job postings are similar: engineering positions, optical, thermal, and engineering manager, but also check the job discussions. Technically, jobs are supposed to be posted in the jobs discussion, but recruiters, before the messages are caught, or sometimes they slip through, are posted in the discussion section. I believe if a recruiter wants to post in a job discussion, he has to pay money to do that, and that generates revenue for LinkedIn, so they police that to make sure the jobs are posted in the job section. What kind of job openings can you find? Well, it depends on the kind of group you join. A good idea to look for is market segment groups. These are ones that you have experience in or market segments that you want to get into. There are usually multiple groups for a particular market segment, so join several of them and see which one is giving you better information. You can certainly drop the other ones off if you decide later on that they were not helping you out. Look for regional ones as well. Just because you're based in Chicago, there's groups specific for McHenry County. There's also groups in Milwaukee, Minnesota, St. Louis. Jobs posted in those sections may allow you to live in the area back in Chicago, or they may have been looking to expand beyond the St. Louis, Minnesota market and would be willing to consider to keep you hired in Chicago or relocate you. Here's another job group that's posted, this one in Solid State Lighting. It is specific only to LinkedIn, finding a lot of jobs that are posted only on social networking sites because, again, if they do a generic post on a newspaper or other website, they may be flooded with unqualified candidates. How do you find them? Looking at the home page, right there's you can find a job listing that's posted for Intercell, which is a semiconductor company. Let's see what that job is. Pulling it up, you see that it is a area sales management. Again, it's an exclusive listing on LinkedIn. The recruiter's name is posted. Hey, it's a 7-state region. Even though it says it's anchored in Minneapolis, they may allow you to work in the Chicago area. So why not go ahead and contact that person? Get some background information on the person that posted the job. In this case, he has lots of connections, so he's well connected. He's definitely using social networking to find jobs or maybe to look for jobs himself. It shows his latest posting for the job, and you can apply directly on there through LinkedIn without having to email in your resume. Shows the job title. He's been recommended for jobs, so he's not working. Hey, how can I find out who knows this recruiter? In this particular case, the contacts in purple are how I know this recruiter or how I have a connection path to him. It's important to note that the contacts come from a variety of sources. Some of them come from social groups in your geographic area you live in. It may be church groups. It may be other interest areas, and that's how you know this recruiter. Knowing the recruiter, again, is going to get you maybe a better position to get an interview with the company. It will be good to see his contacts, but in this particular case, he has hidden them. Looking at the recruiter, you can find other information about him. Do you know anybody that recommended him? Do you know who he recommended? Maybe they can help you. What other job openings are there? Maybe the first one that you saw is not the one that's the best fit for you. And also you can find out other things he's interested in. It gives you something to discuss. Again, another reason for him to want to interview you further for the position. Looking at what kind of groups he belongs to can tell you how that company recruits or maybe just some interests for him. Hispanic engineers, is he looking for a particular type of engineer and that's why he's joined that group, or is he Hispanic? That would help you get more information on the recruiter. And again, the position is listed as well as getting a referral through LinkedIn. So this job opening came from the Minnesota networking group. It may not be an area that you were looking in, but it's close enough in geography to the Chicago area where you may find jobs that pertain to you. Excellent quality job. And there are several LinkedIn connections, and lots of people know this recruiter that would be willing to help you out. What other information can you get besides job openings? This was a street lighting presentation by somebody at Johnson Controls. I need to find out, is that person located in my territory, which would be in Wisconsin? Traditional way is call the main phone number, try to spell out the name for the operator. If he's relocated to another office, the operator may not know. He may have left the company. She may not know where he went to. How can I find out much quicker, and maybe not even during office hours? I may be doing this late at night, and I need to find out where is he located. I'm just going to do a basic search, type in his name. He has a unique name, 2 N's and Dan, so it may be easy to find out who he is with just a basic search. Sure enough, up pops his name. It tells me that he is in the Los Angeles area, so he's not in the office that I thought he was at. Important thing to note is just by putting in his name, the company, there's a variety of ways to spell companies, either with an acronym or spelled out. In this case, he did not spell out Johnson Controls. He spelled out JCI. Another real live example, here a rumor that Hospira, the previous Abbott Labs, is doing wireless designs. Gee, can I provide products to them? Traditional ways would take very long time to find out, are they in fact doing wireless design? So I'm going to enter in wireless design and Hospira. Up pops multiple names, multiple contacts, lots of job titles. Some are not even with the company anymore, and they're located all over the world. I want to narrow that list down and make my job easier. So what do? Go to advanced search, enter in Hospira. I may have to do Abbott Labs because somebody may have not updated their contact. I'm going to narrow it down geographically to 100 miles within my zip code, and up pops up a limited list of names, and I see a contact. And I know that person. I look at his profile. Yes, it's the person that I thought it was. It shows me he is doing wireless design, so now I know Hospira is doing wireless designs. Another real live example is Moen Faucets. I need to find out where did they do design work. If I look at Google, way too many offices. How about if I put in Moen and I look for current employees, lots of different Moen companies, but if I scroll down, I see that manufacturing is done in North Carolina, engineering is in Cleveland. I got engineering contacts and some great names to follow up on. So again, social networking gave me the tools that I needed rather quickly and very easily. There's lots of areas you can get multiple training on. LinkedIn has areas on Learning Center, learning how to find jobs. And any other help you need, feel free to contact